whatever it is, wherever you are. So I'm continuing to notice some data bugs here. So well, I don't think, I don't know if I ever went in here and died. Well, actually, no, this could be an older, I may have preserved this particular bit of data from pre-spring days. So maybe it was actually remembering that tile and not putting the spring in there. Because I've occasionally had a random object show up in that spot. Alright, so we've got a couple of bugs that have been dogging us, and actually I can probably update this. So this is fixed, this is fixed. This we've kind of done. That'll be kind of later. That might relate to some of our stuff. I kind of have a solution for auto run. I kind of have a solution for screen lock. That's something I want to do. Alright, so I'm not sure, because I know this happens when I get born, and maybe it's only when I get reborn? Which could be, or maybe when I'm birthed to somebody else. Yeah, because that worked fine. So maybe what I actually need to do is go tweak my server real quick. Well, no, I mean, there are other ways to die besides hunger. There used to be a bunch of pigs around here. And that was a used to. Let's see, are there any... There's one. I guess there's a timeout when it's not deadly. Supposedly it cuts down your remaining time every time you do that. So now is it... No? This works fine. Huh. Yeah, it was something that wasn't working when I got born to somebody. It's like I had to do a regular click. Regular click. Before it would interact. And so the problem of reproducibility right now. What would... prevent... the first action of a life from doing something? Well, a click always fixed it. Living life... So something in a regular pointer down. That we might not be doing elsewhere. There's a previous... But that's still just, well, it is a click. What do we do with it? Oh, this is just me for double click detection. So that... Maybe if I hadn't moved the pointer at all? Oh, player action pending. How? To confirm last action. After 5 seconds of waiting, send ping. Well, there were also player action pending bugs. That gets set to false. Server is hearing us. This is a real bug. Ready to execute next action. So this is a server response to an action. Baby object. We've been interrupted. Adjustment to our own movement. Okay, truncated movement. Done moving on client. It can start showing pending action animation. Not received from server yet. Where are we? Step. Next action message to send. Our live object. Not moving. We've reached our target. Well, yeah, we've gotten close to our target. Or it's a bow or something we can use at range. If it's not pending, we can set it to pending. Set our time. Yeah, I guess I might have to. Well, I could also do the multi-client thing. Maybe it is specifically getting born? Okay. Now you move just fine. I don't know. Does player action pending? Step. 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 Step it. Make active. So that's not called by Living Life page itself. Maybe that's like screen reset. So when we get born, well, we're gonna use this a lot, aren't we? Make active. Or does it go to like a game over page and then make active back to here? Which appears that it does reset that pending flag. I guess, how would I figure out what was causing... what was it? No, I don't search. Player action pending. Next asking message to send not equal to null. Current speed. We've come to rest. Skipping click action pending. And this is specifically pointer down. Oh, okay. So this probably actually explains the some of the things. In that he blocks actions if there's a if there's an action pending, whereas I have not. Now that may also explain how we can like sometimes cycle stakes faster and stuff. Player action pending just ignores the click. I'm not sure I actually noticed that effect much. Block further actions. This is pointer up, which can, I guess, in some cases do things. Send ping. I wonder if I end up like clearing out the pending message. Send bug report. Not post move. So arguably, for parity with base, we would have to wait. I'll check this on every action we do. Where are we? Interaction keys. Well, there's drag drop could do that too, couldn't it? So that might get down to interaction refactoring. I'm not sure I want it at that level. I guess I did have a situation where I would sometimes cancel a previous action by moving too fast. Interaction keys. Get used. So, this would be another case where we would not do any of this. What was it? Player action pending. Okay, that's another. Okay. Are there many possibilities? I'm not sure. Not sure I want to do that, but we'll see. Oh, wait. That won't... Well... Let's follow anyway. It's not an action pending. Yep, it ignored that. Oh, well, yeah, not that, never mind, that's a... Yeah, so we could lose that one, but it would be this action that's lost, not the one I was doing. Yeah. So one of the quick questions was, can I still... I can still go through these pretty fast. I want to see how much that affects it, but that might help with the pending stuff. I guess I'd have to try it out for a day and see if that improves anything. Eh. I guess it doesn't really make that big a difference. So that might have some effect on the bouncing bug. So the problem is that I would never want to open safe field if it was one of those keys. I mean, I generally want to have the lowercase off anyway. But that pushes down the point at which we can check it to... We have to eat the key. We'd have to say, okay, it matched, but now... No, wait a minute. Do we do keys command equals in ASCII? So we could actually do it here. We could say if we got a key match, if player action pending then we eat it. Yeah, I guess you'd expect that for layering. Okay, Yeah, so it was the drop action that got lost, whereas without that, I probably would have lost... I can verify that. But the other way, I would have lost the pickup action. So it's helpful to have a little bit of time. Hmm. I'm curious if those got to the server. Oh, it's still not sending it. So we got move, pick up, drop, use. So something is still preventing it from sending that. Oh, I'm doing that specifically. I'm in motion. A couple of things use that. Maybe it's specifically in motion. Okay, so that next action drop can somehow happen anyway. All right, so that might possibly explain. It doesn't explain first action. It might have something to do with bouncing bug. When does it detect bouncing bug? Five seconds. So player action pending. Pending action animation start time. That might be something I'm not setting. Okay, this happens in step. No, that gets set. Based on this being set and reset properly. Then we stopped moving locally. Actually, that might be it. 10 seconds. Yeah, this is used strictly for bounce bug detection. And it's done by this, which is based on next action message to send and current speed 0. Maybe I was like moving right away. Because I generally do tend to zip around. Hmm. Yeah, it's like I would kind of get stuck in a bouncing state. I don't remember if I was still moving. And probably what happens there is something with the pending action state, which I guess not sending more commands may help with. But that will prevent it from executing next action message to send. And if I had sent another message that the server interpreted as canceling my previous message that it was waiting for a response from. Maybe? Okay, make active. That's me, that's pointer down, pointer up. Send bug report and end it. Update post action, not post move. So these are still player updates. Update for us. Resets pending action. This must be reset if you were a baby. Still step. It was truncated movement, clear it. And then we're back down to this stuff. Yeah, that makes my bouncing. I'm not sure about the startup bit. It probably wouldn't hurt to look through pointer down for any other animation flags I missed. Living life. Okay, animation pending. Oh, there are zero speed objects. Zero speed object that can't be used on ground. I don't know if I've seen this, but it says we're holding. But it could still be used on an adjacent object. Click from a held baby. Okay, well here's something I don't include in my current stuff. I think it sort of did that anyway, but maybe I was actually doing a click to reset my state. Continue movement. Well, mouse shouldn't be down. Mouse over cells is pointer, that's fine. Wait, are we, yeah, we're pointer down. Those are all local variables. Mouse over a mouse held, force ground click, continuous movement mode. That should still work kind of like normal. Set down action. Preview mouse click cells. What do we do with those? Oh, I left you on. What was it doing with that? Draw sprite, map cell border sprite. Show click reaction. Instantly fade current cell of our click indicator. That's something I hadn't really noticed before. Ah, that is that. Which is actually... Since I'm doing all cell stuff... Okay, it fades in if it's over there. If holding something's a set down action, show click reaction. Oh, okay. Map eyes. This has to do with the foreground stuff. Or something we can swap held with. It's the map ID. Oh, this is actually going to be up in STG series. STG, go to interaction, refactoring. Yeah, this is a little bit particular to certain actions. Oh no, it was the keyboard stuff that did all the... That did all of the detection and interpolation. So that's what's going to... Well, I mean, this could call that function to get the context information. Maybe for now I do it keyboard. That's more code than I wanted there. You had the context function, right? I may have put it below. No. Prepare for action message. Not even doing any map stuff. Move to check for cell hit. So we would essentially be, oh, because this is very specifically at a screen location, whereas we have already determined a XY. Yeah, maybe that is a little bit more specific to the interaction, other thing, that thing with Bobby. Which means that would have to redo a bunch of the effect stuff. Need them, and I have to recalculate everything. Map X, map Y. Yeah, it does all the map offset stuff. So for now, it's easy to do this in keyboard mode. If it's a container, drop it. Oh, we're gonna do something. Okay, this actually was too much. So this would be c.dest id. Go away, Windows. I didn't save map X, map Y, did I? Yep. Check for cell hit. I could record that in the record. Or I could go back to just having drop recalculate from scratch. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in a minute or two. Oops. I didn't know you could inhibit that. Okay, sure. It's an object on the landscape, really.
Fair natural, but whatever. That's a big tree, Jesus. Put that in the back. That looks a little better. What? Why didn't that accept? Oh, shoot. Duplicated. Delete that one. There you go.
All the things are broken. Well, Maybe it'll still let me broadcast. Maybe. Lasai. I'm like, yeah, today I don't feel like absolute dog shit. I'm gonna totally play some games. I'm gonna stream. It'll be awesome, they said.
Oh! Oh man, that was planned.
Then that should just be consistent. Oh shit, I'm wasting her food. Whoops. See, that's the thing. Because I went by.
Oh, it's a super cool surprise. Look. Oh god, I can't turn around. Look at this. Oh, neat. Yeah, the tower. Got a badass freaking bludgeon. Is he already broken? Holy cow! What? That was unfortunate.
Alright, well, welcome back. There's a set down action. Wait, did it? Map X, map Y. Yeah, he recalculated that. Maybe it got moved around. Now, this didn't necessarily recalculate map X, map Y. And there's is still, well, if it got here, it should have passed the inbound check. Hmm. So we go back and add that to cell hit record. So redo the index. We've got all this, all the XY stuff still. And unfortunately, these are different coordinate systems. Minus map offset plus map D, yeah. Actually, I made changes. Well, I might be able to just refresh that and assume that we're going to fix it later. And then we're back to go to interaction refactoring. Actually, it has to be in the living life page, doesn't it? Okay, so cell X, cell Y, map X, map Y. So yes, we went ahead and did this in our record. Which means we have to do a... That is an awful lot of math, isn't it? Nope. No, we wanted... Now, if we STG refresh, go back to interaction keys, load file, not complaining about anything. This is just some animation stuff, but it'll be a nice little quality of life thing. Oh, wait, no, because drop doesn't walk anywhere. So that's saying a drop is an invalid action. Yeah, that's saying it is a valid action. Didn't mouse hover select tiles? Yeah, we got a little effect there. We got a little effect there. I don't know. I might almost want to. Well, because it's not normally there on move. I might almost want a tile view all the time the way I do things. Now, but not in the regular game. There was some sort of tile highlight. Just from pointer over. Now I'm messing with a lot of things right now. TG series. Go back a ways. Oh, this is gonna, right. Got confused because I removed a file effectively by going back. Or I added a file and then now it's going backwards in time. Ah, no, okay. I thought there was an effect sometimes that showed up. Now, it was an option. And maybe I was playing around with it? Mouse over highlights. Oh, no, that's one. Yeah, I thought there was something that better highlighted a. Oh, maybe it was when you're holding something? It would highlight a tile as a place you could put it down? I thought it was like if you just idled the cursor somewhere. Yeah, okay. Oh, when there's an object. So then there's a different effect when you're in the tile of an object. Oh, and it's only when you're holding something. That's interesting. Okay, so I don't think that was any mod stuff. But there's a different cell highlight effect. Curve mouse over behind? Highlighted are placements. Mouse over ID greater than 0, not over self, and cur mouse over behind. So he's treating this as a mouse over effect, strictly. No, nothing here seems to indicate a fade effect on this. Where are we? This is during draw. Previous mouse over spots. Wait. Previous mouse over spot behind. Yeah, nothing seems to indicate an ability to fade here. Is that right? Did I rebuild? Unless it's a per map cell fade. Yeah, actually that one might be binary. There might be a very fast fade on it. It could be a very fast fade. Draw map cell is actually a function. Map animation frame count. No time effects. And dropping into place. Map last anim fade. Highlight, highlight, fade. Cur mouse over ID. In highlight only. Because it's tied in with the mouse pointer. Well, I guess if it's with the mouse pointer, I should probably get it anyway. And then my question is there other stuff that I want to highlight? Okay, we got a little bit of that. Oh, that's going to be strictly object. It's not going to show me the cell. Not usable on ground, although certain things are usable on ground. Yep, there's pigs around. Okay, so that mouse effect is there. That... Am I doing any detection on that case? Okay. Check for cell hit. Has bare hand transition. That counts as a remove, huh? Oh, has empty tile transition. Yes, that's pickup. Has empty tile transition. Yes, I'd almost rather these were in use at, but we've lost the, or use in drop. We've lost that information. I almost want to make like a, I'm gonna have to take a cell hit record. Which would kind of force an interface on it. Or it would... well, I guess you could always make a cell hit record. I kind of want to get that into like use at. Well, that would also be on objects. But does this have two things? Holding ID is 0. the special bare hand transition. So dest ID. So really, it would be. I almost want it everywhere. But empty tile transition. Oop, yep, that was the wrong program. That's my spare copy of OBS for doing dev stuff. Yeah, so that gives us an empty tile flash. Now, for use on object, I mean, I guess it's highlighted anyway. Just by the cursor being there. Just something. Now that was a well, it's special bare hand transition. I'm not sure offhand what those are. It's highlighted when we have an object there. Alright, so we've got move to, which I can sort of understand leaving alone. We've got backpack things. Say, maybe we could make it highlight the backpack. We've got move, we've got remove from container, we've got drop, we've got go to itself. Yeah, you don't really highlight self, so that's, well, yeah, even with an object. Examine. I'm gonna have to kind of see if I can feel anything that I really want to change. So I might like more feedback. All right, but that was something we discovered while looking through pointer down. Prev mouse click cells. Eating and dropping, I think we already got those. I think we got action target. Oh wait, is this the hint updates on transition? Oh. So he's actually saying, well, we know what it's going to transition to. And this is going into something else? Yeah, it's the walk adjacent. This is like a thing I almost want to extract. See, dest ID. But I'm always, if I'm in a use scenario, TR equals null. Give hint about our dest object, which will be unchanged. Give hint about how we're holding will change. After we act on it. I think this is assuming that we're going to do a transition. So rather than, yeah, so you kind of have to do some of this. Do I need to extract this? Yeah, or I extracted that one. How much context do we need? We need dest ID, we need our live object. It's gonna have to be a member function. So we can keep the hidden object here. We're gonna need, do we need our live object for anything besides holding ID? No, this would just be hint for holding and dest. Of course, everything moved around now. Well, I'm gonna need living life. Well, I can. So what is this going to be? This is going to be like. The hint is next hint, dest ID, new target, new target. Naming is hard. Hint for object interaction. Holding ID, dest ID. So this would be somewhere up around, check for cell hit, maybe? That's kind of in the same class as our move to. So we're going to have, living life page, I think they're just straight up ints. And you're going to have to go in one. Now it's going to complain about not being in the header file. Oh, and okay, so we're going to change that to you. tr, our live object. Holding ID was not declared in this scope. Oh, did I actually do that in... Yeah. So now, this is going to be an object interaction, which is mainly going to happen in useAt, and this doesn't require too much context information. Use distance, move near to. If can execute. And was it our live object here? Yes. Oh, you don't have dest ID at all. I'm starting to want to make these all take cell hit records. Make them kind of a pain to call, though. So the place I'm going to have dest ID is actually going to be in the other bit. Dest ID not equal to 0. I think there was a not equal to 0 check there. Special bare hand transition. Okay, we do have our live object. We have a c.dest ID. Empty tile transition. I'm going to have to look at how the code handles that. I think the hints only included transitions to objects. Let's see. So this would be something like... I have a sharp rock around here somewhere. Well, we can make one. Okay, and that gives me sharp stone stuff. That gives me long straight shaft stuff. Yeah, okay. So I think, whoa. That's basically what we want. So the only question then is, do we want, where is my little basket test? Well, that did do a basket of soil. Or maybe that's the hover? No. Gives me basket. So even though it's a use on bare hand, it has empty tile transition. It seems to be working out okay, actually. So I think that takes care of Help on transformed objects. We've got a little bit on bouncing bug. Or we've got something that might help with that. Keyboard mode. I don't know how I trigger this one. So this might be a movement code thing. And oh gosh, where is the movement updates? Probably step, and we're going to have to deal with our object. No, no, no. Move was truncated. Reach destination of bare ground click. Check for auto walk on road. Reach destination. Yeah, distance and pause. Actually, what I want to look for is the particular bit where we set facing. Maybe? Actually, message to send. Oh, this is actually mouse held. No, I want reach destination. So that's going to stop it. Current pause, on final path step. Current pause add. I mean, it could be bound up in the animation system to do facing. Current move direction. Fades on location speech. Frames in current step. Alright, so current speed not equal to 0, path to zest not equal to null. And movement stuff up here. Anim fade. Last anim fade, don't think so. Cur pause, next step dest. So I guess the flipping must be in the animation system. Tighten turns as speed increases to where it's circling around forever. Current move direction. Don't change flip unless we're moving substantially in X. Current move direction. That's holding flip. Which I mean you would have to do if you were flipped your character. Or maybe the facing is strictly based on X? Or X... Or do you have a current move direction? Yeah. So let's get down to a point. I don't think I can trigger this at will. Or the character is like, well... mean, it's like maybe it has to do with trying to do stuff, and I guess it could be that pending action message. Could be kind of interrupting the move somehow. I don't remember what I'm doing. If I could figure out what controlled that rapid flipping, I could attempt to detect that. And then if I logged that together with all my key presses, I might be able to get an action sequence. It's like sometimes you just stop and start like flipping out at a certain spot. And maybe that was one of the terminal points of a route. But then I would need to know where we draw our character, what determines if we're flipped. What we think, it's probably going to be current move direction. Flying person. Oh, that kind of flying person. Okay. Point towards next path, pause. So there's a couple places that could happen. And we're back to this. Okay, so that's not used directly here. So that would have to be in draw object anim. Animation bank? No. Object bank. No. Rebuild race list. Huh. No flip, no flip. Sprite flip. Yeah, that's an attribute of the thing itself. Draw object in flip H equals false. Okay, so that's the thing we passed to draw object. Which might get called from like draw anim or something. It's like draw object animation, draw object anim. Oh, I fixed one of my searches here, but not the other. I'd have to look into something with act to exclude that. Let's build. Yeah, so animation bank. Now, draw object anim has a whole bunch of versions. Does it include flip? In flip H, okay. So probably game source, probably, or living life page. Object anim. Map contains, this is like map stuff. Where are we now? Map contained. Holding pause. So this seems like it might be a person. And oh, it is using holding flip, even though it's called holding flip. Well, this could be the held object. But we... Well, no, it's passing all the clothing and stuff. But don't actually hide body parts until held object is done sliding into place. Hide closest limb. Oh, this is draw live object. So the top level thing here is draw a single live object. Which is just the object. So you have to know their context. That would kind of have to be current pause, true target X, true term. Action target, oh. Might not be setting some of those things. Target X, target Y, action target. I think I set some of those, but I might not be setting them right. Action target, tweak. I forget what you are. So that has something to do with map move speeds. Map move offsets. So was this if you hit a animal or something that was moving? All right, well, right now, okay, there's lots of zeros. Where did I see that? Oh, no, it was, nah, I know it was draw live object. And then we set holding flip based on that. We use that there. Compute held draw position. So I guess the held object is still something different. But it looked like we set our sweat, and we used the holding flip for the draw flip. Draw live object. So this is some writing stuff. Bunch of draws. I'm more interested in where it's determined. It sticks when baby set down. Tile map flips. Maybe it could be a server update conflict? Well, I shouldn't think that many messages from the server. Held origin, held origin. That's moving substantially in X. FAB's current move direction, if it's significant, which so use it, use it. So there's a current pause and a true target. But it's only this. Yeah, this is only setting flip if speed is 0. It seemed like we got stuck at a point which would imply that speed was greater than 0. Oh, but the fact that we were still in motion could prevent us from issuing new commands. And there's held flip there. So there's some responsible player stuff. I don't think I should be getting that many updates from the server though. Current move direction. Well, that might be true. But then why do I stop moving? Because that's just to fix draw position. There's a special case for action message? No. Do I have anything? I mean, I probably could issue commands a little bit faster. Reach destination, check for walk on road. Reach destination stops. Some pending message is more movement. Could I be getting a pending message to the same spot? And then moving somewhere else? It would have to be, what would it need to be? It would need to be go somewhere. It would have to get stuck on some pending messages more, well, get stuck there is the thing. Well, I guess the only thing I can do right now is log holding flip. And the only place I think this could rapidly change because that says speed equals 0, which, well, I can log it. This is going to be kind of spammy, but then I guess the entire log is a little bit spammy. Now, what I care about is that this actually changed. And this is, oops. Is this under an if statement somewhere? Not equal to eating. Pending animation in progress. If in obj printf, this is animation flip. An if statement. And we copy the error. The other place that the client could be, I think, because I think the rest are all based on network messages, is this one. So true, false, false, true. Oh, it's O here. And this is not the animation one. This is And we only got this one, so now that all I can really do for that is try to do that. I can compile it and check everything works, but you pretty much just have to play and then look at your logs to. Oh, this is where I wanted to maybe log actions. So running back and forth, we would expect to see a few flips. Build Windows. Step flip, step flip. Okay, then that's it. So there is a click dest. In here, it's tile based. So we've got that. I'm on the right patch, right? Interaction keys. I guess I'm mostly curious about what we send. Now I could probably hook into this to get all commands. I don't know if that would count moves. Like move at, or no, it was move to. But that would be a special case anyway. Delete next session message to send. Move message buffer, start string. Nope, send to server socket. Actually, is that in this file? Or is that like a minor gems thing? Send to server socket. Oh, sending message to server. And I already closed it. Okay, so if we find a flip spam, we can find out the exact movement or action sequence that led up to it. Sending message to server, so that caused a flip. Sending message to server, move caused a flip. Notes. All right, so we've got some logging in place. Oh no, actually it is. This was specifically for that. This might be pending action message. I might. Let's see. Can I get any other debugging around that? The bouncing bug sort of calls itself out, and probably logs something. I could look at the standout for that. First action might be the thing I can look at logs for when I have a set of lives that are dealing with that. Prevent action on preconditions. There's probably some of that we can do. But I'd almost need an in-game way to see commands. So I can say, oh, well, that really shouldn't have sent anything, and that really shouldn't have sent anything. And then where are we at? All right, so this is pretty much gone. This was notes on some other stuff. Yeah, this is. I've occasionally had somebody tell me to follow them and then just disappear. Oh. Yeah, and sometimes I get like the stuttering effect. I wonder if that could be related to the flipping back and forth. But that's more often in full screen mode. Which unfortunately is terrible for the stream, because it does a reset. Oh! Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so this is, what I was talking about there. Let's see if we got anything that stand out. So I wonder if it's related to full screen somehow. So I can't do it in windowed. Is that any of my stuff? That's a lot of... Oh, this is auto run going crazy. I was kind of afraid of that. Well, no, it's a click dest, but not a send message to server. So where's click dest coming from? Yeah, there's very few move commands given, so what the heck is click dest? Maybe that's the detection? This is in pointer down. And it's only in pointer down. So I guess we're issuing lots and lots of move commands to the same tile. But none of it's resulting... Oh, because any command we send would very often be deferred. Zero pending received messages. I might need to do something that lets me know what is waiting. Oh, I know what I need to do. Oop, not that. Recorded games, most recent. Aw, desynchronized. That's interesting. That's very peculiar, actually. Click dest. So this seems like this would have to be an auto run thing. Let's see how reproducible it is, though, because I can't test it if I can't reproduce it. Yeah. So now we're getting like no like screen shakiness or anything. Is it switching between modes? Oh, our food meter is actually 0. Man, I got it the one time. And then overwrote the log. Any others sitting around? No. It's like I can't test anything. Cut length. So I send message to server. We clicked move in the meantime. Yeah, this is very early on. Well, something clicked move. Yeah, so this blocked it can't move. Yeah, so it does this. Yeah, I think that this must be the auto run following the cursor. But why does it think it can be triggering? Next action message to send is null. Which would be an interesting way to get out of it. Wait, I thought there was a check on this that you had reached near the end of current path step is less than path length minus 2. So that's nearing the end of it. Or no, it's less than. Significantly out. Okay, so if it's nearing the end. Am I putting my cursor in a bad place? No, because that's the end of the path. I'll be back in a minute or two. Cannot draw any cards this turn. That becomes a bit more interesting with the 3-cost nightmares, doesn't it?
Is a thing that allows you to convert polluted water into regular water. So this big pool of pea water, basically, is what we use for the main water of our base when necessary. We do have 3 coal generators here as backups. We're only down to 9 tons of coal. I actually didn't have a natural gas geyser that I could find on this map. I explored the whole map like crazy, desperately looking for a natural gas geyser. Never found.
Like 2001, yo. I lied, 2010. Nope. That's not it. Ah, that was ferridium. I don't want that either. I'm literally looking for a specific thing, and I'm not gonna find it. Don't know what that is. Let's go to it anyway. Hope we don't get murdered by the worm. I'm gonna wait till it goes back over there. Where's it at?
fun. Hit him once. Oh, look, you're doing such a good job. You're doing so well. Yeah, you can't get me up there, can you? Yeah, no, you can't. Really? Come on, guys. Just one. There we go. Proud of you. Hold on 1 second. I want to learn how to click.
Welcome back. So near the end of our current path, for auto running, instead of clicking on something, they're really holding the mouse down. I don't know what next action message is in this case. Because that's only logging what gets sent. Very close. Throw mouse out further. Fake click. Force ground click. Okay, so should move cameras. Could be a way to get out of it. So it keeps hitting the same spot. Well, it's going to hit the cursor. Maybe it's a very short path. Because it is specifically -2 steps. To say we are near the end. And if our cursor was not out far enough... do I have any idea where my current... so it's going at 18.2, we're currently at 14.3. That seems like it's going to have to be at least 4 steps away. That's a little bit closer. So there's a point at which our path gets small enough that we stop. Also, what about the flip? Because we saw that we were flipping like crazy. That was more towards the end. But we're still at 14.3. Click dest 18.3. So it has to be changing current move direction even though I'm clicking on the same spot. Now there is the thing that's like throw out farther. You don't want to repeatedly find a bunch of short-term moves. Waypoint equals mouse X, mouse Y. Add mouse vector normalize. So if it thinks we're doing this, world mouse, world current. So if it thinks we're in auto run. Well, no, this gets a little weird because it's like you stop if you catch your cursor, but this is specifically to throw it out if you're close. Started by clicking on nothing. Very close to their character. I wonder if that's like old code. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't even support hold mouse mode anymore. I'm surprised by that. Or maybe it was such a short throw it kept... That's actually surprising. Although, when I'm playing normally, I am in borderless, which still seems to have the issues. When it's not a screen blank, yay. Okay, so that was just... That was too close. Yeah. Okay, so he's got code there to throw it out if you're too close. But it also stops if it reaches the path. Or is that it can just stops running if it reaches the destination. So I presume that we're triggering this case. It's very... no, if it's near the character, there's no next action message, and it's near the character. Unfortunately, I have to reproduce it before I can test anything. Reach destination, reach destination. It seems like if we're calling pointer down, continue of road, Yeah, that's pretty much it. We know what our click dest is, which is seems to be a conversion of screen coordinates. Why is it going ham? It's throwing out world current, world mouse. Object current pause by cell. There is some abs checks for delta. It's the delta of the mouse. Waypoint X. End pause. Oh, that was one of my patches to update that. That had to do with people coming to arrest in weird spots. Oh man, I got so confused by that. But this comes back to the problem. We don't have a good way to catch this. Oh wait. Is end pause XY pixels or grid? Well, and then you also get all the world or what have you. World or local. Yeah, I'm not getting any stuttering right now. Yeah, because sometimes I'll get the stuttering while moving. And maybe that was during running? Hmm. But this is going to be pointer coordinates. Fake click is world current mouse vector. What is... world current, mult current pause by cell D. And that's world mouse. Oh, that one has to be a PR update. Oh, and this is also... oh, this one is throwing it out. World mouse, world Y. What are our coordinate system here? Well, to make our current pause comparable to mouse coordinates, world mouse, we had to multiply by cell D. So those are doubles. All right, so what's fake click? Well, we know that world divided by SLD is a... so it's a double. But we also seem to be doing Laurent. This is the wrong place to be making these changes, but we kind of need to figure out if it is a thing. Now, I don't know if she knows how to trigger those cases, though. Because normally when you get close to your destination, when you get close... That's saying if you get close, throw it out. Oh, if it's close but not quite reachable. I mean, cell dimension still shouldn't have affected polarity like that, but... But if we look at standout, we shouldn't see that much click dust. Yeah, those are, well, there's a whole bunch at the same spot. If we're near the end of the path, -30 -10. I could maybe see getting to 33 -8 in, well, true, we've got our current path step, so we could be getting, and the current is that's, well, that might be current, not dust. That might be within that range. The click dust is going to be the conversion of... Oh, also, as we actually move, we're going to see that advance by the screen movement. So that was more reasonable. But we did still see a little bit of it. Or just like boom, 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 boom. Oh, path not found. We're getting that in the other one. No, we're not getting path not found. So that may have just been we're like over a tree or something and it couldn't path there. But it seems like this could trigger continuously. if we're near the end of the path, well, we're supposed to throw it out by 4 tiles. And only do this if we're less than 4 tiles. If we're auto running, well, if we're very close. Oh, so I need to know. And it seems I can trigger these repeats sometimes, if not the exact thing. I need to know if this is a close or a normal auto run. It does seem like the game has moments when it's stuttery and not stuttery. So we know there's that stuff, and then there's the way far out version. Do either of those seem to have, can we kite ourselves? Have predilections. For doing lots and lots of prepaid commands. I think it would be close more, because that is when we trigger stuff. And this one seems to have no spam instances. Is it from issuing? Oop, well, that was a reset. Okay, there we go. Now is it only close auto run? That was pretty much all close auto run. Yeah, well that was destination not found. So that could be, it was on a tree or something. The other case was not destination not found. Or path not found. Well, I'll at least have the debug statements in there. That if we see any on our next regular play run, we'll have logging for that. Or, well, at least we'll have some verification it's that. Yeah, that's... We had the flip logging and that logging. Hmm. All right, so we'll have that. That is going to be for later. Now, I could work on some other stuff, but I actually did want to try and get some cooking in today. So I might just break early, take care of that, see if there's anything else I need to take care of. And hopefully get a good start on trying out my single-player custom server thing this afternoon. Probably just about ready to try doing some Newcomb and stuff. I found some iron. There's just so much stuff to do. It occurred to me I can actually do I can actually try out shrimping too. So we theory have the wool now. Anywho, that's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hosting. Let's see if I have anything to recommend. Let's see, Ian's schedule. We should almost have Tuesdays and Thursdays out now. Oh, you know what? Saw Sergeant Kenai come in the other day. Looks like he's doing some RimWorld right now. So if there's someplace cool to hang out. Well, no, yeah, he was on the list. It's like, oh, I'm getting confused with where we're looking at this. Look for someplace cool to hang out. Sergeant Kenai is someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye, and until next time.